So, where are you headed? Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin? They're from my farm. You don't look so good. Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. Tell you what, Ansel Adams. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you? What you got there? Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still closed. That's better. Now, where were we? Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine. But help yourself. Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you. I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it. The opposite. I was sent to protect you. You did. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything. Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt. I think it's for you. They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny, but maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you.
Well, now that you know how it started, it doesn't make the next step any easier, does it? Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box. I don't know, kid. But find that box and the key. Open the box before it's too late.
Yes, then it's going to turn out that big surprise. I do know you. Because suddenly, I slipped down that crack at the end of the escalator, right where you're supposed to step off. Yes, exactly the thing kids are always worrying about, getting sucked down the escalator. Well, first quite quickly, and then very slowly. You know it, you're banging around in the chute, and then you land at the bowling green. That's what they call the entrance. It's a little area with some onboarding materials and that fake grass carpeting, so the landing isn't so rough. It's the most fantastic place. Under the escalator, just vast. Like falling out of bed and landing on the moon. Oh, not much really. There's an old black and white TV that only gets a few channels. There's some old board games just lying around, but they're all missing pieces and instructions. There was one box that promised 8 games in one, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to play a single game. A couple of decks of cards, all incomplete. I must have dreamt 20 times that I found the 4 of clubs. Oh, no. There are other people there, but not much good for company. Everyone's just waiting to get out. Very poserish scene down there. Let me tell you. A lot of staged ennui. Well, they open the escalator every year on January 1st. To clear everyone out. They used to do it more often, but then, well, yeah, budget cuts. I fell in the beginning of April, one of the last cold weekends of the year. Really tough thing to get your head around, being trapped in there almost a whole calendar year. Pretty much the only thing that passes for excitement there is when somebody new drops in. Pretty quickly, you learn to tell the difference between the real people and the mannequins they drop down the chute. Sure. Well, that's how they keep everyone fed down there. They stuff mannequins full of food and supplies, put them on the escalator, and just let them slide down the chute. Well, that's a big moment when they drop the mannequins down. Really breaks up the monotony. Everyone rushes over to tear the mannequin apart to get their hands on the food inside. Oh, indeed. But I guess it's the easiest way to get the food to slip down the crack. Now, one time, a real guy fell down the shaft and was mistaken for a mannequin. Now, he was half torn to shreds before I pulled him out of there. Poor fella didn't look lifelike enough. Oh, yes, he was really quite beside himself. Now, he gave me his pipe as a token of appreciation for saving him from the mob. Well, I still keep it in my pocket. Oh, look. Let's give it to her place. Let's see if she's feeling more sociable. Lola, dear, are you feeling more chatty now? She says her tea party is still missing 2 guests. You see, we just need to find 2 more of her friends. Is that a dog collared in the street? I suppose, but what's happened to her? She's invisible. She's lost in time since the warehouse closed its doors. That's it. Capture her with that camera of yours.
Not your girlfriend. And I'm not your mother. But you'd better finish that pickle, or else I'm stealing it. Me? I'm a waitress, dummy. Waitresses have to be whatever people want them to be. Yeah, but not today. Don't worry. Thursday's my day off. That's okay. It's nice to sit on the other side of the counter for a change and see how the other half lives. Whole modern problem of people not really being present, it's everywhere. And technology only makes it worse. Once the robot doubles started showing up, that was the tipping point. Robot doubles. The first models were so expensive, only Silicon Valley types could afford them, like electric cars. But pretty soon it got to the point where basically anybody could afford a robot double of themselves. You could pick one up at Walmart, one aisle over from the toilet paper and the firearms. Even the company that produces my cheap-ass phone started them. They claimed they were on a mission to disrupt the human space. I hate that word, disrupt. They pretty much do your bidding, but you have to be careful. It acts like you, but it only performs at about 70% of your capabilities. I seem to recall you standing right there, complaining, it's like eating lunch with an automaton. You really don't remember anything? What you were fighting about? What happened next? Could be. Well, I've got a little game that might help you remember. It's kind of like a telephone seance. Ready? Hello? Is that you? This is your girlfriend. Yes, it's me. I'm calling from beyond the grave. Why'd you bring me back here, of all places? Of all the restaurants we've been to? Couldn't you have summoned me to that place with the sour cream pierogi? See, I told you this is a good game. Okay, so, I'm your girlfriend. Somehow, I'm not with you now, and you don't know why. Except, I am with you right now. That pretty much sum it up? No, this is my game. I get to ask the questions first. What's with this gas station you're trying to get to? What are you hoping to find there?
We need to get gas in a sec. Hey, stop it!
It's like we spend 1 year falling in love and the next 4 breaking up, right? What took so long? Were you just afraid of being alone? Or maybe you didn't want to be the guilty one, the one who blows things up and hurts me. Were you waiting for permission from me to end it? Waiting for me to give you... Exactly. Waiting for an excuse. What? You didn't want to break anything. You couldn't get over the idea that this great future we were supposed to have could just be wiped out. The beacon we'd always talked about, our light in the bottle, gone. You left it to me. Put it on me to do what needed doing. Well, I finally gave you the sign you were looking for, right over at that counter there. You guys need anything else, or you're okay for now?
We're fine, thanks. You do anything to make it different, right? To fix things. You still can, and I can be her for you. Together, we'll open the box. You can make it happen. You can make it real. What do you say? Miss the old times? Let me be her. Okay, your choice. Now it's your turn. You can ask me one question, whatever you want. In trouble. It's cold here. The ropes. The man on the phone. Yes, the one I was texting when we were eating lunch. The man with many eyes. Yes, he has 10 eyes, like this. No. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet. I'm sorry, I know. We need to get gas in a sec. You can tell me about it while we're in the car.
Would you put that thing away?
Hey, stop it! Come on, let go!
Who is that? Who are you writing to?
God, keep your voice down. Look, I've been driving for ages. I just need to space out a little.
A little? It's like you're a million miles away.
Can you just give me a break, please?
We were just taking a break, remember? Now we're back together, but I feel this is the last place in the world you want to be.
Well, that's what I'd call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Sure, I can't see a thing. What gives? I can't. The car is jammed somehow. What the hell? Watch it, buddy.
Блять!
Hello. Copernicus? Is that you? Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam, swinging by your toes over a tiger cage? Kidnapped? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. Then again, you do have a way of making enemies. Our trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious. Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them? It's a little gizmo with some wires. Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you. Got them? What color are the lights? We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward. Gotta run now. Good luck to you, kid.
ما أدري شو تسوي بسيارتي بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راح تسح بعدين English آسف ما أدري هاي مو صدق بس أنا أشعر به كاني من صدق حجة سعر How would I know? It's not even my car. No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night. And the trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by two men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat. One man was wearing an orange vest. He seemed to be in charge. Another shorter guy next to him. Mean looking, like a shrew. A trap? So they were looking for you? Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk may have saved your neck. No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said, that they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him. Something like that. 8 fingers. 8 digits, maybe. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you? That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box opened. No, I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds there are suddenly? I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly. Turn on the radio and see if you can find a weather report. My God! Get that thing off the window! Get it off! Get it off! It worked! Oh, good riddance. And now, do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call. Right, ready to put your spell to use? Good. Do you have a phone? Even better. So, here's the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour.
Yeah. Yep, what can I help you with? That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90? Alright, I'll pick you up in an hour. You don't have a car, do you? Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour. Don't worry, I'll find you. Nice of you to grace us with your presence. I've been looking all over for you. You were supposed to be waiting by the post office, remember? Look, we've all got a lot on our minds since the accident. I don't have time to drive all over Mankato looking for you. Shut up. This isn't just any kind of phone call. Yes. No. I know. No, he turned up eventually. Yeah, he's sitting right here. I know you've had a rough 24 hours, but we all have. I mean, she's my sister after all.
He's lying.
Hang on again, I gotta get this. Yeah, I'm here. We'll be there in just a few minutes. Yeah, he tried it just like we expected. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I agree. It's time to call his bluff.
Step on the brake. Stop him. Do it. Step on the brake.
Ah, what are you doing? Let go!
Find the man with many eyes. They're the ones who did this to me. He has 10 eyes. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet.
Нахуй вообще.
Fireflies can't talk. Someone has to speak up for him. If the 6 tiny mittens don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, I'll set it free in a minute. I just think this light is incredible.
Let's keep him as our pet.
Now's being cruel. I think I'll always remember this.
This is one of those nights, right?
One of what nights?
We'll always have this. If you ever get to a point where you feel like you've lost me, all you have to do is find your way back to here and sit down beside me.
I hope the grass isn't so wet next time.
I'm serious. Write a note to your future self and put it in this bottle. If there's ever a point where things have gotten totally screwed up between us, that moment isn't real. This one is. All you have to do is find your way back to me.
What if I can't find the way?
That's why I've made you this beacon. A bottle with a green light to show you the way. Sense of direction isn't exactly your strong suit, Copernicus. Let's make a pact. With this honorable firefly as witness, I promise my screwed up future self won't mess this up for us.
I don't know. My future self can be a real jerk.
Mine too. We're going to make mistakes. Hurt each other. Everyone does it. So, time traveler, what news? What wisdom do you bring from the future?
That it's never too late. That any mistake can be fixed.
Good, if that's what you believe.